What if I told you that the things we consider as resilient or robust are in reality fragile? Would you believe me? This might sound contradictory at first, but let's delve deeper. Let's take a moment to explore the concept of antifragility, a term brilliantly coined by Nassim Nicholas Taleb in his insightful book, Antifragile, Things That Gain from Disorder. Taleb presents us with a fresh perspective, suggesting that the world around us isn't simply divided into the fragile and the robust, but that there's a third category, the anti-fragile. Fragility is something that breaks under stress or change, robustness withstands the blows, but anti-fragility? Now that's a game changer. Anti-fragility goes beyond resilience or robustness. It's not about merely surviving shocks and stressors, but about leveraging them, growing from them, and ultimately thriving in their midst. Anti-fragility is not just about withstanding shocks and stressors, but about thriving on them and becoming stronger. So, how does something become anti-fragile? Let's delve into the fascinating principles of anti-fragility as described by Nassim Nicholas Taleb. At the heart of anti-fragility lies the role of randomness and volatility. Unlike fragile objects that crack under stress or change, anti-fragile systems thrive and grow stronger in the face of disorder. Think of it as the opposite of a porcelain vase, a hydra from Greek mythology that sprouts two heads for everyone that's cut off. But how do we harness this mythical resilience in real-world scenarios? Here's where the concept of skin in the game comes into play. This principle suggests that one becomes truly anti-fragile when they have something to lose and are willing to take on risk. This risk-taking not only exposes us to the unpredictable winds of change, but also forces us to adapt and evolve, thereby enhancing our anti-fragility. The key takeaway here is the importance of embracing disorder and uncertainty. Instead of seeking comfort in predictability and order, we should welcome randomness and volatility. These forces of chaos, rather than breaking us, can become the catalyst for our growth and transformation. In a world that often champions stability and predictability, the concept of anti-fragility might seem radical. However, it's an essential paradigm shift that can empower us to thrive amidst the unpredictable ebbs and flows of life. In a world obsessed with order and predictability, anti-fragility is a radical yet essential concept. What does anti-fragility mean for us in our everyday lives? Well, imagine being able to not only withstand shocks and stresses, but to actually thrive on them. That's the power of anti-fragility. It's about being resilient and adaptable, rather than rigid and brittle. It's about seeking challenges and discomfort because that's where growth happens. Let's bring it into a personal context. Have you ever faced a problem that seemed insurmountable only to come out stronger on the other side? That's anti-fragility at play. It's about embracing uncertainty and volatility and using them to your advantage. It's about making decisions that might seem risky, but are actually designed to make you more robust in the face of future shocks. But anti-fragility isn't just about personal growth. It's a principle that can be applied to our societies as well. By embracing anti-fragility, we can build communities and institutions that are not just able to withstand shocks, but are strengthened by them. We can create a world that's more robust, more resilient, and more adaptable. However, ignoring anti-fragility can have serious consequences. Systems that are too rigid or too fragile can break under stress, leading to catastrophic failures. By ignoring the principle of anti-fragility, we risk creating a world that's more prone to shocks and less able to recover from them. Remember, it's not about avoiding the storm but learning to dance in the rain, embrace anti-fragility and thrive on chaos and disorder.